My name is Ryan Gullen. I play bass in the Sheepdogs.
I'm Ewan Curry, and I play guitar and sing.
We're wrapping up a Canadian tour, which kind of brings us to the end of the year. We've been very busy, but
a lot of pizza with hot dogs in the crust.
we just finished eating a pizza with a hot dog in the crust. It was delicious. I will definitely return for a pizza with the hot dog in the crust. It was fun, and it was short-lived. I mean,
The excitement of having a pizza with the old-time familiarity of having a hot dog all in one delicious meal. Just kind of trying to, keep the momentum going, and, just winning a competition is nice, but, our goal is to have a career, so we're doing all the things necessary to keep that career alive. This time, when we made the last album, we had less time to make it, but, we thought that the pressure that came from that situation wasn't like a negative thing. It was maybe more of like a motivator, and, it was just a different way to make an album, and, it worked out pretty well, I think.
I think having traveled across this country in North America many, many, many times in a van, the greatest feeling in the world is going to bed at night and then waking up in the next city, because buses travel overnight. For us, especially those long, being from Saskatoon, doing 8-hour drives after 8-hour drive to get to cities, probably the greatest thing for us. It's a nice luxury for sure, and it's nice to be finally got it, but the greatest thing is just not driving and literally sleeping the entire time you're driving. And you're more fresh, especially because our tour schedule has been pretty demanding this last little while, so it feels pretty good to have that.
We did a little bit of Europe, a bit of England, lots of the US. I think the most annoying thing is when people always go, "Oh, you say a boot," like from that L Park movie 12 years ago, whenever it came out. People always think that Canadians say a boot, although I'd never heard anyone in Canada say a boot.
A. I hear people say A.
Well, we do say A.
Not a boot.
Stop saying the boot thing.
This for Canadians, but
Americans out there, if you're watching, knock it off.
1, 2, hey, 1, 2,
they're actually our first out-of-town show we ever played as Saskatoonians. It was in Calgary at Broken City. But no, we've been here lots. We actually, last couple years before everything got real crazy, we spent a lot of time going out east. But I mean, going out west, that's where we're from, and people literally say the west is the best as far as the best shows, and so it's always good to come here. The biggest thing about places like Calgary and Edmonton is, even more so Calgary, is a lot of people we know from Saskatoon moved here, so it's a good time to reacquaint with a lot of people that we don't normally see.
We spent some time in Belgium. It was like a magical land of delicious beer, and Amsterdam and Holland is amazing as well.
Not even for the obvious reasons. We had a lot of fun outside of the reasons that people like to visit there as well.
The obvious reasons are cool too. Australia is a great society.
Ewan was born in Australia.
But that's not why. It's just things are more laid back there. Flying is really easy. It's not like a real pain in the ass where you gotta take all your clothes off and subject yourself to crazy scans and stuff. They're very laissez-faire.